Welcome back to the Supercar Connection Podcast.
I feel like American hypercars are being the top performing cars.
Back in the stew, as you said.
Back in the stew.
In comparison, technology-wise, it's a piece of crap, but there's a lot of people out there that are still buying the 570.
They're going to focus on where the people spend their money.
This episode is brought to you by Quality Collision Group. After an accident, it's not just your car that's thrown off track, it's your routine, your momentum, your focus. That's why I recommend taking your vehicle to a Quality Collision Group-owned shop. They are OEM certified shops, use the exact parts and repair standards your car was built with. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just confidence restored. When it matters most, trust the experts. Find your quality-approved shop today.
I have to drive that car.
Two men?
I have to drive that car. I'm realizing more that I have to drive that car because that might be the only car that I might actually like. I mean, obviously it's a hypercar, so it's going to be hard not to like that car.
Yeah, you might hate it.
Anybody that drives that and goes, I hated this, you're stupid. I don't care. Even me hating Porsche, I'm going to get out and be like, okay, it was decent.
You say that now?
I mean, it has all the bones of what it's really not Porsche.
Yeah.
It's mid-engine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not rear mid-engine. It's mid-engine.
Yeah.
It's a V8. Exhaust from the top. It sounds
from the top.
It sounds like it's got all the bones to make it.
Yeah.
All right, let's run it up.
Yeah. So this is kind of an awkward episode because we're literally leaving for Car Week tomorrow, but this episode releases the day we get back from Car Week.
Yes.
So we're about to do a bunch of stuff and we can't really talk. I mean, we haven't experienced it yet.
Right. But you guys will be watching this and go, all right, next week we'll roll out some of the Monterey podcasts. So this is basically a teaser for everything that we just came back from when you guys are listening to this.
Yeah.
And stay tuned. We're going to have some hot guests coming up. So be very excited for this.
The delayed response of the podcast setup is a struggle sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
You know?
I think because
I want to release Monday, like we're off of Car Week. This is what happened. Like we filmed Sunday night, edit it, and then release it Monday morning. It's just that's impossible.
And two, like we're back because Monterey we're mobile, obviously, so we're back to like having to coordinate schedules to everybody. And like there's a lot of things that are gonna happen, but they're very still like up in the air.
Okay, so do you want to talk about our plans a little bit first, or do you want to go into car question?
Let's rip our car question.
Car question? You want to go right into
rip
it?
The Band-Aid
all right,
off.
we'll go back with kind of our plans for Monterey.
We'll work our way back.
It'll be fun to talk about it, and then it releases low-key after. I mean, not low-key, just releases after it happens.
Right.
And then we'll, I guess 2 weeks after this will be like the actual recap episode. But
right.
My question for you today is America taking over the hypercar segment?
Is America taking over the hypercar segment?
I think America, low-key, is taking over the hypercar segment. It's
making a name for itself.
Yeah. You have Zinger right here in LA.
Yep.
We've been to the factory. We've talked to Lucas. The 21C holds the Laguna Seca lap record right now. I say that. This releases after Car Week.
Right.
Koenigsegg's for sure running the City or Spear.
Right. Here's the craziest part about what he just said, though, is that car held the lap record, got beat, and then they went right back. And then I remember in the podcast, Lucas said almost every single part on that car was changed, and then it broke the lap record. So it's held it twice.
And it holds it right now. And the car that the last time they ran it, it didn't have brake node.
Right.
Which is they think is going to be huge advancement in braking and stuff like that. Revolutionary technology. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Koenigsegg beat the previous Zinger record and then Zinger come out and then re-break it again.
I think so too.
Just like it did last time. So
can I ask you a Gavin question?
We could see literally a repeat, sure.
What can you give me some info on the Sedir Spear? It's not something that's in my my forte.
Can we come back to it?
Yes.
So because I want to get back, I want to finish why America's taking over the car market. So you have Zinger, who's just totally revolutionized how cars are made, how cars are developed, how cars are designed, and they're breaking lap records. And the only reason we bring up Laguna Seca, not like Nürburgring, is because these hypercars you got to use a time that they all have.
Correct.
Like they're running Laguna Seca because it's right there by Monterey Car Week. I'm assuming they run it because it's right there by Monterey Car Week and they've got the cars there and they can turn around and do it. And it's a track everyone knows. It's got a lot of history and this, that, and the other. So, but on top of that, the SSC Tuatara holds the top speed record for fastest production car,
It's awesome.
which is another American company. Not a car you hear of very much.
Yeah, quite literally.
But the fastest car in the world right now. I know they had a bunch of drama with the speed run where they claimed they did 300 miles per hour, and then there was like issues with all this stuff, and there was a ton of drama behind that. That was years ago, so I don't totally remember all the details. But as of today, they do hold the record. I think they ended up doing a new run that was verified by multiple sources.
So it got the stamp of approval finally.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Then you have the Hennessy Venom F5,
which is one of my favorite cars.
which doesn't
Yeah.
have
one of
any
my favorite
records that I know of off the top of my head, but
Top
it's a
tier whip.
pretty awesome car.
Hell yeah. And you have the ZR1X, which is finally creeping up in the arena. So we got 4 American hypercars.
I did throw that in there.
We got 4 American hypercars now.
So even minus the ZR1X, those three cars all from this country.
It's kind of crazy, huh?
What other countries repping like that? Bugatti's France.
Yeah.
Koenigsegg's Sweden.
Yeah.
Pagani isn't winning any performance records.
No.
They're art. So
Correct.
different category.
I'm trying to think who else. I'm also just trying to think of every single hypercar brand.
Rimac is...
French? No? What are
no,
they?
I don't remember.
Rimac. I'm trying to think of what the names
Croatian.
are. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about that new hypercar? That hasn't ran anything or done anything, correct? It's just still like kind of
the Nilu?
the Nilu.
Nilu. Yeah, that hasn't done anything.
Anything. It's just still.
I don't
like,
know. I don't know how much that is about performance, which when this releases, we're going to have just like interviewed the founder of that company. I think that car is more just design and like emotional appeal. Like it's a crazy naturally aspirated V12 with an insane exhaust, and it's like a beautiful car. It's designed to be a showpiece. I think it's somewhere in between like Pagani and Koenigsegg.
Okay.
I think it's like the happy medium. Like
Okay.
Pagani's all art, Koenigsegg's all design, and it's like somewhere in the middle.
Got it. As a best of both worlds type of thing.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily engineered to be like some performance record-breaking car.
I'm going to say something that I think might be, people are going to take it out of context. I think you are included. I think America has always stood on like the ground of kind of pushing performance limits with a relatively conservative price tag. So I don't think it's a difference that the fact that American hypercars are starting to finally come on the scene as like performance kings. I also think it's different. I think America is prioritizing performance in their hypercars rather than everybody else who makes a hypercar. It's not the top for them. Like Koenigsegg maybe is probably the only one that does that. But like you said,
And Bugatti.
Does Bugatti still do that? Do we still think that they're making their cars for that dynamic or no? There's the word dynamic, all right?
I mean, the Chiron Supersport ran a world record time for top speed just a few years ago.
And what have they done since?
Developed.
Yeah.
I
mean, when
they may not be chasing it anymore, but it wasn't that long ago that they held the record. It's not like the Veyron held the record and then they never did anything again.
Or that's also multiple. Like when was the super speed record? Like 2 years ago or like 4 years ago?
Like 4.
4? That's a pretty long time, man.
Yeah. I forget the timeline. It's like, it was, I don't remember the order in which things held the title, but you had.
Singer had the record, Laguna Seca, and then they came back and beat it.
Well, now we're talking about lap times.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like they held their lap record, they got beat by Koenigsegg, and then remember they ran it twice, and then the second time they beat Koenigsegg, it was a completely different car. So that means they took their original design that was already performance crazy. They changed the entire car in that matter of time, and I imagine it's probably in the same time that Bugatti set that record, and they still haven't done anything. And Zinger has literally changed their car completely to be even better than it was previously in the same, if not less time frame. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. I feel like American hypercars, their focus is on being the top performing cars versus everything else. They have the lineage, the brand. Like think about like, for example, are we just talking about hypercar only brands? Or are we talking about every manufacturer that happens to make a hypercar?
I mean, every manufacturer that happens to make a hypercar, but most of I would say that the hypercar focused brands are the ones that are like trying to set records of any sort.
Right. The ones that only do that. That's all they do.
Like Ferrari is not trying to set any records with the F80.
Right.
I
agree. But they're not setting records with the W1.
Right. That's not their goal.
Right.
I don't think it really ever will be. I don't think they care about that.
No.
So
they just want to have that car that they say, hey, we make this for our select few of our clients that want it.
Yeah.
We'll be limited. We'll make it. You can show off with it, but they're not pushing the boundary.
The
They're also not
hypercar
spending
brands
money on that too.
know they need that
Right.
in order to compete with each other, in order to be the car that you buy.
Because think about it, I don't think any big manufacturer is going to dump all that money in R&D for that specific purpose.
Right.
They're going to focus on where the people spend their money, which is not in all the hypercars. It's the majority of the stuff that they come out with every day.
It's in records.
Yeah.
But even that doesn't necessarily sell cars, because I don't know how much the SSC Tuatara is selling.
Yeah, they got to up their marketing.
Yeah.
The fact that I wonder, comment down below if you've heard about that. I'm genuinely curious to see how many people have heard about that car.
About the SSC Tuatara.
Yeah,
You should all, I mean, they also like, I don't want to say too many bad things.
Is there a lot of bad things to say about it?
It's just like, you look at, I mean, so I think that car is comparable to like the Hennessy Venom.
Okay.
That's what it was, right?
Hennessy Venom GT?
Yeah.
That is
It's
one of my
you
favorite
would
cars.
never fit in that car,
No.
because the cockpit is literally that of a Lotus Exige. They stretched the car to fit everything else in, but I don't think the cockpit has been stretched at all. I think the cockpit is literally a Lotus Exige.
It might have a couple inches because they cut it, but I don't even think it is.
Yeah, I think
It
they
might
cut
be.
it behind the cockpit.
They might have just lowered the actual seat. That's it. That is it.
You don't need to lower that seat.
It's already fucking what? It's already on the tub?
Yes, it is on the tub. That seat, I looked it up one time a long time ago. That seat is like, it's like 7 inches from the concrete.
That's crazy.
You're talking like your butt is that far from the concrete.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
While you're driving on the road.
That car looks like just like the final evolution of a Lotus, and that's what I like.
And when I describe that dynamic, I'm talking about the Lotus,
Got it.
not the Hennessy.
Got it.
I don't know how much information is out there on the Hennessy, but the yeah. So the SSC Tuatara kind of has more of that vibe. It's like the interior, like it doesn't look like the Venom GT or the F5 or the Zinger, where you look at the interior and go, this was just ground up, designed. Like the steering wheel looks like not great.
Right.
You know, like it doesn't look like a $2 million bespoke hypercar. Like
How much
most
does the
of the
hyper
hypercars.
cost? If you were to price it out based on just his looks?
Just the steering wheel? Or just the
looks.
interior?
The looks.
Like the interior looks like a kit car.
It does.
Low key.
Okay.
Maybe I'll pull up a picture.
Yeah, pull up a picture. So like it was less design language and more, hey, let's put something together that's fast, and the interior doesn't need to be perfect.
Yeah, it's kind of what I think.
They were probably really like, hey, we're gonna go for the speed record rather than anything. Because technically, so you're saying it's the fastest production car. What is even the technical definition of a production car anymore? Because doesn't the AMG 1 hold the production car record on the Nürburgring?
Yeah.
What is a production? What can we get a definition check on production car nowadays?
Okay, so I'm gonna hold this up. This is just the steering wheel. The whole interior is carbon fiber and then has like Alcantara over it. So like everything else other than the steering wheel is kind of looks like what you'd get in a Koenigsegg, because you sit in a Koenigsegg and you're like, this is pretty simple. It's
Okay.
carbon fiber and leather, right? Very basic, very straightforward. This is kind of like that. But the steering wheel, you can see.
I see.
Like that steering wheel, just a steering wheel can make or break the whole interior of a car.
It looks like a Corvette steering wheel. Can I tell you?
But with extra bulk down the middle.
Yeah,
it's
it
not,
does.
It's not sleek.
No, it doesn't. It definitely has some more meat to it. It's got some
Yeah, like
meat
I
on
don't.
it.
They didn't have time to engineer like that airbag or something.
Tuatara. I'm looking at it. Yeah, you're right. It is very basic. A lot of carbon fiber. OD on the carbon fiber.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole interior is just shaped with carbon fiber, so it is what it is.
Again, I think when you get this fine tuned, it becomes a real weight game. Like they're like, all right, we need to save weight everywhere we can.
Oh, for sure.
So I can understand certain aspects of that.
The car is. I mean, and it's fine. It's just like you think about you're driving a car. What do you see the most during your driving experience? Your steering wheel. It's right in front of your face.
Steering wheel.
So for me, like that is such an important piece. That's
I agree.
That's what's so special about Ferrari.
I agree. I think that's understated how important your steering wheel is to your driving experience.
Yeah,
That's very understated.
right in front of your face.
That's
Who's
very understandable.
got the best?
Out of supercar brands,
Yeah.
Ferrari. Not even close.
Yeah, hands
Not
down,
even close.
right?
Not even close. And I'll tell you, that's why I even said that, because I remember my McLaren steering wheel was like cool.
Yeah.
Aventador, crap.
Horrible.
Ass.
So bad.
Absolute ass.
So bad.
It's so terrible. And then I got the Ferrari steering wheel. And because remember, my 458 was not like that.
Right.
It was
still not bad.
No, but it was not that what my 812 is. Then I got the 812 and I was like, yo, this is nice.
You look at the 812 steering wheel, that it is mint.
It's fantastic.
Perfect. Yes.
It makes the car feel newer.
Right.
In a weird way. And it's only.
Again, it is literally in front of your face.
That's it.
While you're driving.
I like
at
the
all
grip,
times.
the feel. If you guys haven't felt like a Ferrari 812 steering wheel, even the carbon fiber portion is thick. Like it's thick carbon fiber. It feels sturdy for being carbon fiber. You know what I mean? Carbon fiber is light, hollow. This is just smooth.
Lambo's bad.
Lambo's terrible. The way I look at it is, even for like 2018, 2019 Lambo, their interior tech is still like 90s tractor technology. Ferrari's at least on par with the year that the car is for the tech inside the car.
I mean, all the tech?
Relatively. Like I think of like, okay, when I think of Lamborghini interior, I think of like those old 90s computer screens with the green letters. Like
because they literally have green letters.
That. Yeah. Exactly. It looks like that same tech.
It's bad.
Ferrari, at least, you know, it's got the little modern digital display on the tack and stuff like that. They don't have a center screen, but they have just the left and right. It's a little bit better. The interface.
The lack of a center screen is tough, I feel like.
It is. I think it's one of those things where like you can have a debate whether you want it or not. I think having it is nice. I don't miss it at the same time. But like if I have it, it's not bad. It's not like the Roma. Remember the Roma?
Oh, jeez.
That Roma, we don't talk about that anymore. That's the worst car because that had a center screen and there was no use for it. They still put everything up in the middle.
And now they're just like, let's take this Roma, the worst car we make. And then let's just mate it with Toyota
and just
see what we come up with.
Okay, here's another question. I think we stirred away.
We're gonna see that car too.
We are, huh?
Yeah, probably a Quail.
In person. We'll be able to judge it in person. You'll be able to test the quality in person. You can.
I'll be able to see it and go, it does look like a Camry TRD.
I think. What was my question? Crap.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. I had it and I lost it.
You like the Corvette steering wheel? There's a lot of debate on that one.
I do. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't because I like Corvette.
Right. But be honest with yourself. Did you like the steering wheel?
I do. I think people hate on it because of the shape, right? I kind of like the shape because where I put my hands where I drive, it's comfortable. But I can see how somebody who really like this is not ideal. It's more of like that is ideal. And this is how I drive.
First of all, I don't think anyone should drive like this.
Yeah.
You should either be, really, you should be here.
Right.
If you're shifting anything, you're here.
Oh, not a question. I remember what I was going to say.
10 and 2.
A usage case.
I'm 9 and 3.
The only supercar brand that has the best usage of their paddles is McLaren, and I don't know why nobody else does this. The freaking double-sided paddle.
Up or down.
Why are we not doing that across the board? Why is McLaren the only one doing that?
How many McLaren owners are out there driving and don't even realize that they can upshift
They're
with one
blessed.
hand? Yeah.
They don't know that they're spoiled. You know how good it is to feel that you could just, anytime, I can be texting, I can be taking a video, I'm all here, my left hand.
When I see someone filming, driving with the McLaren, and they're filming with their left hand, and then they reach over and hit the paddle on the left side. I'm like, brother, all you got to do is back hit.
That's a rookie
the
right there.
Side,
he doesn't even know what he has.
You don't even know. You used to be doing that in the 720.
I did, and then I finally tried to learn it.
I had to call you out a couple times.
You did, and then I got the hang of it. And then I went to the Lambo, and I was like, crap. I was like, I forgot how much I like this.
It's crazy how many. Yeah, the adjustments are wild. So you know, if you haven't seen the McLaren paddles, you can push both ways, the opposite of what it would usually do. So
Correct.
right is up, left is down.
But you push in on right.
Yeah.
It shifts down.
Yeah, you push right forward.
Correct.
Down.
And then you push left in and it shifts up.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So you can use the same paddle to go either way.
Very convenient. When
but
you're driving
it, so it's kind of like you got to know.
Yeah, you got to know how to do it. You got to know how to do it. But then you get in a rhythm. As you get in a rhythm with your car, everybody knows their car, they have their rhythm. But once you have it and you realize how effective it is, you really start to think, why does not every manufacturer do that? And I guarantee you there's probably some reason for that. But I don't understand. I can't fathom why. It's got to be cheaper to make.
Oh, yeah. Because the paddle only has to move one direction. It's mounted and it only has to hinge one direction. Whereas they made it to where it can go both directions.
I wonder how much, it can't be that crazy cost effective for worth it, because it's such a worth it feature.
Yeah.
Like it's like I would rather have that than a center screen.
Okay.
Give me the opportunity to have reversible paddles or a giant like infotainment on the center. Give me my paddles.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really ever use an infotainment to begin with. So what are we using it for? I guess if you have Apple CarPlay, great. But
I'm a princess.
I haven't had Apple CarPlay in years. So I just drive a bunch of old sports cars. So I'm just used to not having a center display. So
yeah.
Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say maybe when I get one, I'll feel differently. But for now.
My Aventador had Apple CarPlay, and then I assumed that my A12 was have it, and I didn't realize it was an option, and I just happened to buy the car that didn't have the Apple CarPlay option, so now I don't have Apple CarPlay again. And I miss how much I liked it.
They like to charge like $4,500 to get Apple CarPlay.
It's kind of stupid. I know there's like an aftermarket thing I can do for like $1,200 and get it. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
No. You're not going to jailbreak your Ferrari?
No, I'm just going to raw dog it.
You got to jailbreak your Ferrari in order to get the aftermarket CarPlay.
I'm raw dogging that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just get a phone mount, a little phone mount.
So now we're going to get really off topic here. Have you ever seen Magic John ads on TikTok?
No.
They are the most crazy in your face ads, and I get them spammed all the time to the point I bought some of them. He's basically like an iPhone accessory, but they make a phone mount that has this suction technology that actually works. Have you had a suction cup mount and it never works?
I mean, mine works.
Every suction mount I've had flies off my thing. Like,
Really?
I'll be driving, eventually after like 2 or 3 days, gone.
Wow.
I've never had one that works. I finally got this thing. This thing is like glue.
Yeah, I mean, mine's always worked great.
Mine's terrible. I don't know if it's maybe my placement. I'm not placing it in the right place, but I've never had a suction mount actually work.
Well, what do you put it on?
What am I supposed to be putting it on?
Are you putting it on anything but like glass or a hard, smooth surface? Like, are you putting on leather?
Well, where would you put it? I'm putting it where it makes sense to go in the car.
Okay.
I don't know what surface that is because every car is different, but where it makes sense is where I'm putting it.
Okay.
Like on the Ferrari, where would you put it?
On the glass.
I can't do that. I can't put it on the glass.
You get used to it.
I can't do it. My ADHD would go crazy.
It goes crazy.
I can't see.
It goes crazy for a week.
And then it just blends in.
And then your brain figures it out.
So I have it where, okay, so you know where the bridge is in the middle? Mm-hmm. There's like a little section to the left of it that has a little sliver and it's right there. Because it
just like on the side?
No. It's like, okay, I wish we could see like a picture of the A12 thing, but it's like where the bridge is, there's a little gap to the left and right where like there's just space. Mine's right there because it has a little mount that pops up like this. So when it's up like this and my phone's there, it's literally like I'm here and my phone's right here. It makes sense.
So tell me this, besides Apple CarPlay, if you could change one thing about your A12, what would you change?
It's a good question. Wow.
For like convenience factor, I guess.
That's a really good question. Because now I'm just trying to think of all my preferences that I hate about that car. Well, can I say the paddles? Because I think that would still be one for me. I like the reversible paddles. I think that's still one of the best ideas for a supercar. And I think this is going to sound crazy, man. I'm going to get roasted for this one. Bigger air vents. I don't get enough air in that thing.
No?
I'm a big man, if you guys haven't told, and I need more airflow.
Need stronger AC.
I need stronger AC. It's just like a little bit like the Ferrari thing. It's like a fighter jet. It's like those little circular ones, but like it's like this.
There's 4 of them, yeah.
Yes, and they're like this. Give me like a Boeing 747 tube. give me that size thing.
Yeah,
that's probably what I would pick.
Okay.
As stupid as that sounds, but that's for me.
That's not that stupid.
That's for me.
Bigger air vents and double-sided paddles.
What about you?
What, for the Aston?
For anything.
For anything.
Yeah, whatever your supercar price. When you think of whatever you want, like in your 600 LT, what would you want?
You know, I guess CarPlay wouldn't be so bad.
It's not. That
bad. You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Because these are the things I take for granted now.
Hit me.
Keyless entry.
That's fair.
CarPlay.
That's fair.
Those are my like top 2 conveniences.
Tech.
It's
just tech.
Keyless entry is huge. I've had to pull my key out of my pocket and hit the button to unlock now for years after having my A5, which was keyless. And then obviously when I drive Meg's Volvo, it's keyless. So I know what it's like to have a keyless entry car, but not having it sucks.
It's stupid.
Because I'm also like grabbing stuff out of my car so often. So it's like you're grabbing stuff and then you're closing and then it's like your hands are full and you got to like shift it all over to one hand and fish around for the key,
to
pull it
tap a
out,
button.
and
That's
just
it.
to tap the button.
That's it. Or I look stupid. I go up to the Ferrari and I think it's going to open automatically when I'm in public places and I go to open and it doesn't open and I'm like,
You don't have keyless, do you?
no.
Yeah.
No.
And the buttons on my key are so small, I can't figure it out through my pocket.
It depends on what car I'm driving.
What do you mean?
So one car I have has keyless entry.
Oh.
Can you guess which car I have that has keyless entry?
Um,
What's the best car that I have? Overall. Best car.
the G-Wagon?
Full picture. No.
The Suburban?
Nope.
I'm running out of...
Full picture. What's the one car that I have that is the best car? Full car. Every aspect of it.
I forget because you don't have that car very often.
No, I don't.
The old man.
The Z06,
Rips that
guys.
thing.
That thing has
Z06.
keyless entry.
Yeah,
It's nice, man. The tech, it's got CarPlay, it's got keyless entry.
for sure.
I'm always gonna sit back there because every time we start talking about something, it solves that problem.
Yeah. I feel like today, if you're buying a supercar, if people are rolling a supercar off the lines, the keyless entry and Apple CarPlay should just be standard in 2025. And I don't know what car is being made today that it isn't, but it should be.
I think, well, I saw one, I forgot what car it was, but somebody just partnered with Google for like their Google interface that doesn't have CarPlay, but it's like Google's interface. I forgot what manufacturer is. I forgot which one it was. It was somebody big that like just partnered with them going forward. But I think it's one of those things. So this is kind of like a segue topic I want to ask you. So like we obviously know the golden era of cars is gone, right? The 2013 to 2023 era of cars, that 10-year stretch is over, right? And this new era of cars is great in a lot of ways, but then it's also pretty terrible in a lot of ways. So as we progress, right, you have somebody who's creeping into the world of supercar. At what point are the golden era of cars going to be too old where somebody's less desired to have something like that as an entry level, and something like a used 2024 might be a better entry pick for somebody when they start preferring a little bit more modern? Like when does the 458 become too old and obsolete for someone to have a high desire besides like a collector?
It never will, I don't think, because you have this effect where cars becoming more usable has made them more demanded, because for a while, like early 2000s, we only got, there's economic forces and stuff at play too, but they made so many fewer supercars in the 2000s because you had to really be about it.
Right.
To drive a Murcielago.
That was a good disclaimer. There is a lot of economic purposes
Yeah.
that does take that
But
back.
at the same time, like to drive a Mercy, you had to be about it.
It's very true.
To go drive a Gallardo with the single clutch, you had to be about it.
It's true.
And same with Ferrari. And it's like you got it in the service costs and all that stuff. Like there was more of a barrier to entry to having and driving those cars than just money. As cars became more usable, when the Huracan came out and the R8 and the Huracan, they paved the way for the daily driver supercar.
The plug-and-play era.
Money became the only barrier to enjoying a supercar. You didn't have to really like be about the car life, about the supercar life.
Right.
Like you could just be anyone and be like, I have the money and this is cool and looks fun and it's going to be great for marketing. And so
You don't even the money now.
No, so they sold 1 million of them, right? So there's so many fewer 458s than there are like 488s and F8s, I'm sure. I know Lambo, there's way fewer Gallardos than Huracans,
Right.
Many multiples. Temerarios may just even go even further. So
We'll see.
at every level as it grows, like the previous gen, there's a smaller pool, so less demand. And then as those cars run up in mileage and cars get totaled and all that stuff, that demand even shrinks. So to answer your question, that's my answer.
Okay.
I don't even remember what your question was.
My question was, you almost answered my question, and then it just became more of like a praise on the early era cars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more so talking about like, for example, let's not talk about right now. Let's talk about like 2 years from now. So we're in 2027.
Yeah.
Right? And let's say we're not improving on the direction of cars. Like Ferrari's still making what they're making now, right? They're still running the same formula that we know is not working. At what point does somebody that's in the entry level game go, all right, a 2016 570 is just too old and too crappy for me to want as a first car, and I would rather buy a 2023 296 as a first car?
So Dude, a 296 will never cost the same as a 570.
That's fair. I think a 296 can work itself in the low 200s though.
Yeah, but a 570 is going to be low 100s.
That's fair.
And it's going to kind of hold there. I don't think the 570 is ever going to just tank because all the cars are getting so expensive and it's all relative.
Okay, used 570 was a bad example.
Used car
let's
prices.
Say Evo versus 296.
Evo versus 296.
They're both in the mid 200s, but you're talking about a 2020 Evo or a 2023 296.
I mean, a 296 will definitely be the better option. And
in what way though is it a better option?
Every way.
Go ahead.
Every way.
But in what way?
The capabilities of the car, the technology.
Performance-wise, but it doesn't sound better. It's not more reliable. Those are two of some of the most important ways right there. I don't think
the steering wheel's a lot better.
It is a lot. The interiors, that's the thing. The tech in the interior is going to be nicer.
Yeah.
The car outside, I mean, I don't really think the design language is anything crazy. But then again, you go back to, okay, tech usage plug and play versus a little bit of, I guess, soul and a mix of reliability.
I just think I think the price will always scale. So it's like looking at a 296. I don't know when a 296 is going to be the same price as a Huracan.
It's right now.
Oh, really?
Bro, you can get a 296 for about $300K.
Really?
Yeah.
They've tanked, huh?
Well, they've tanked like that. Like for example, I remember before I got the A12, a 296 was like creeping.
I know
like
nothing about the 296 market, to be honest.
So like I remember, I haven't done any recent research, but I know like back in April when I was A12 shopping, 296 was creeped in my head because it was around the same price, mid to low 300s. I remember seeing like a 2023 with like 1,000 miles for like 320 or 317. You have, Evos are right around, depending on mileage spec, is like 270, 250 is low end for Evos now. Low end for Evos. 270, 280 is healthy.
You're talking about all-wheel drive or any Evo?
I'm talking about any Evo. I haven't seen unless it's stupid high miles, like we're talking 60, 70K, it's not under 250,000. 250K.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
30K miles.
30K miles is over 250.
Really?
Yeah, trust me, I've been shopping. So, not shopping, but one of our clients wants one. So I've been relatively looking in that market.
I got to look at the market more.
Yeah, the 296.
Sorry, everyone.
No, it's okay. The 296 is right around that 300K. You have STOs still at 250, 260.
350.
Sorry, 350, 360. You have 296s for 300. So at what point does a car that's so much newer, not, I guess, that much newer, I guess, at that point, comparing an STOs kind of throws it off a little bit. I'm also comparing, like, when somebody goes...
base for base.
Yeah, base for base. Like a 296 versus an Evo. At what point does those cars flip in desirability because the price point is the same and or when somebody's picking a car?
I think you could ask this today. I don't think like you're making
like futuristic.
Yeah, you're making up a futuristic scenario because you could say like something like a 570 versus an R8. Like the R8 has so much more technology. You've got CarPlay, you've got keyless entry, you've got so many comforts of the Audi. It's such an Audi. Or you go get a 570 and it's a piece of crap. It's an awesome piece of crap. I want one. I'd love one, but in comparison, technology-wise, it's a piece of crap. But there's a lot of people out there that are still buying the 570 for...
Who's doing the 570? Who's doing that?
Other reasons. You say that and then one drives by and your budget is 130 and you go, okay, maybe this is the best option at 130 because they look good. Especially when one like slides by on the road, you're like, okay.
Yeah, they're timeless.
That's smooth.
I think it's hard to...
It's a good-looking car.
It is. It's hard to look at any supercar and go, this is not good-looking. Everything has its beauty in its own thing.
Right. But if an R8 drove by and then a 570 drove by...
Oh, 570.
You'd go, that 570 was definitely clean.
Yeah, 100%. That's not a question. That's not a question. No. Like a 991.1 GT3 drives by and a 570S drives by.
Now, if that .1 GT3 ripped by and you heard wah, ba, 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 different.
For you, it is.
I got to say, with the 99, or I guess just any GT3, the one thing about the GT3 that's just magical is when one's drifting and just hitting like the rev limiter and you just get that wah, ba, 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 and then it takes off.
Noise. That smacking noise.
Dude, that noise is like, it's one of the greatest noises in cars.
I don't have anything to say about that sentence. That statement right there.
One of the. I didn't say it was the greatest noise. I just said it was one of the. You wouldn't even say it's one of the.
It's cool.
That noise. Wah, ba, 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 ba.
It's cool.
It's more than cool.
It's cool.
It's more than cool.
My problem is it's
better noises in cars. Name them. Then
okay, 458 red line. 458 red line.
458 red line.
Any SVJ red line. Like ripping, obviously.
458 red line, ripping, I give a thumbs down to be better than wah, ba, 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 ba.
Bro, are you crazy? What do you mean? Bro. Flat plane crank V8 smacking 9,000 RPMs.
I'm not saying it doesn't sound good, but it doesn't beat the wah, ba, 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 ba.
It's a flat plane crank versus a flat six.
Do I need to do the noise again?
You're crazy.
Everyone's getting tired of it by now.
You're crazy. I think what it is, partly
Aventador
for you,
I'll
Gavin,
give to you. It's tough to beat. A V12 Scream will always be my top.
I'm going to tell everybody, I think everybody here has noticed a recent trend with Gavin is he's leaning heavy, not pro Porsche, but he's giving Porsche its roses more, especially the GT3. I think we all kind of go through this, and I'm going through it right now too, but I'm not doing it the way he is doing it. We all cope with, we want a car to just smash on, or you could just send it. So like the GT3, the wah, 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 like it's because you can just send it to wah, 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 and it's not going to blow on you.
Not just that, it's the noise it's making.
No, it's
while
a
it's
flat
happening.
six. It sounds like a flat six. It sounds like crap.
It doesn't.
Because it's loud doesn't mean it's the tone of the pitch. It's a flat six.
I hope you know you're in such a minority of people who think the flat six in the GT3 sounds like crap. Like you are in a vast minority of people.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm also in the vast minority of multiple V12 owners. So when you have that, then you listen to flat six and you're like, this doesn't do it for me. 458 flat plane crank, Z06 flat plane crank, Aventador V12, 812 V12. That's my car. Those are my cars. And I'm comparing them to the flat six. It sounds like shit compared to it. I'm just being honest with you.
Okay.
I get the concept. It's loud at 9,000. It's loud. Like, for example, Misha's is loud. There's nothing. It's loud. But it's still a flat six at 9,000. It doesn't sound better than a straight piped 458 at 9,000.
Okay, now we're talking about a straight piped.
That's what the GT3 is. If the GT3 was stock, hitting that blah, 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 it's not going to sound like what you have in your head. You have Misha in your head.
Not just Misha, but yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it. But
so if we're going to do system versus system, straight pipe 458, straight pipe GT3. They're both at their 9,000 limiter. The 458 is sounding better.
But the 458 doesn't do that rev limiter noise.
I think it does.
No.
It can.
Nothing pops off the rev limiter like that.
Oh my gosh. Can somebody like Gavin drive their GT3 so he can just get it out of his system and then go back to reality?
It's not about being back to reality.
You just want one. Just get one.
I don't just want one. Like, it's not just that. I'm just saying that noise that's one of the top car noises there is.
I'll give it 5. Out of the top 5, it's 5. Is that fair?
Sure.
Perfect.
If you give it that for real?
Yes, for real.
Sincerely?
Sincerely. I'll give it 5.
I'll take it from you.
I'll give that 5. I'll put, crap, now we're going to get into some deep things. So 1 is 812 shift red at 9,000. There's nothing better than that. That like the 812, because remember, the Aventador doesn't redline at 9,000. The 812 does, the V12. So when you have a V12 that redlines at 9,000, when you shift off of 9,000, the 812 makes like this bing noise. It's in ballistic.
What do you think 11,000 sounds like?
Oh man, I can only imagine. I can only imagine, dude. Oh man, I'm excited for all the new cars that have these higher rev limiters. I'm very excited for that.
That's the Gordon Murray T50.
What is the Temerario 10,000 coming out with?
10,000.
I'm excited to see what that sounds like. Yeah. And then when they do the exhaust, I'm excited.
You're gonna have to do the exhaust. There's gonna be so much.
There's no way.
European insulation on that car.
It's gonna be disgusting.
Yeah.
So I put A12 at top.
They got to keep it legal in France, you know.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, but I'm excited to see how good the aftermarket systems sound like, because this is my take. I think people are starting to split stances, but I'm still leaning this. I don't think the Revuelto straight pipe sounds that good.
I think you're wild for that.
Really?
Yeah, it's like pretty much an Aventador. I mean, they've done side by side revs of it. It's like almost exactly the same.
It's okay. It's almost there. I think people are trying to make it like you just said. People are trying to make it on par, or some people are like, no, it's actually kind of a little bit better. No.
I don't know.
If
I just
Aventador
know,
is a 10, I give it like an 8.
I just know I heard Alex ripping his indoors one time.
That's
and,
not fair though.
I mean, I know it's not totally fair,
That
but it was insane.
But if I would have done an SVJ with his system straight piped on there, it would have sounded better. So I don't think it's a bad sound. I just think people are trying, because it's the Revuelto, it's the top dog, new big boy on the street. People are trying to give it more flowers than it is. I think it sounds
You with
okay.
the flowers today.
Flowers, people are giving, like you're giving the GT3's rev limiter all the grace, all the glaze. You want me to say glaze?
Yeah,
we're glazing
hooking it up with a bouquet of orchids, baby.
No, you're glazing it. People are glazing the Revuelto sound system, and I don't think it sounds that insane.
All right,
Comparative
I
to
see
what the old
lingo.
thing is. You know that makes sense?
Yeah.
So I think, okay, so think of the Revuelto and then think of the Temerario. I'm hoping the Temerario sounds crazier than the Huracan.
I think it's going to be a higher pitch than we get with the Huracan.
That would be nice.
The
A higher
Huracan
pitch.
is, it makes the noise it makes.
It does. It's raspy.
It's very distinguishable.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, you talk about a flat plane crank V8 revving to 10,000.
It's going to sound nasty.
Whenever they can straight pipe it, it's going to sound insane.
It's going to sound pretty crazy. We'll see what happens. I'm excited here. I'm excited for that car to actually start like unveiling, rolling out and stuff like that.
But yeah, there's no doubt. The top of a rev range, things change.
It's
Every
nasty.
1,000, things just get crazier, and it happens fast. So yeah, that extra 8 to 9, that 8 to 9 section,
Magical.
huge
Magical.
for sure. There's no doubt about it.
You want to talk about a little bit about Monterey?
Yeah, we can. What are we doing?
I mean, we're doing a lot, Monterey. I mean, this year, the big announcement, guys. So you guys, we'll see the content probably intraday as it's happening. But for you guys hearing this episode, we are the hosts of Exotics on Broadway. We're doing all the on-stage interviews. So you guys will see me take a bald picture with Christian Von Conestake together. We're going to put our eggheads together, and it's going to be very nice. I'm excited for that. And then we have a bunch of other panel guys we're talking to. On top of that, we'll go to Quail, all the big stuff. It's going to be a good time. I'm interested to see if there's any surprise unveilings. That's my highlight. Like if I get to see something that I was not expected unveiling. That's
What about Brabus Party?
Brabus Party is going to be pretty lit. I'm excited to see what entails Brabus Party. I think Brabus has been... So like this is something that I'm noticing. But you can comment on this and people watching comment on this. I have seen Mansory presence a lot more in the supercar world, more active than I have Brabus. Don't know really why that is. I don't know if Mansory's trying to make a push. I don't know the fact that it's limited spec and then their partnership has really taken off. But I've noticed Mansory making more of a push to be more mainstream in comparison to Brabus. So I'm curious to see what Brabus has coming. I'm curious to see what their plan is, what's going on. I know that they've tried to make it more of a lifestyle brand overall. So I'm excited to see. But do I expect them to have anything crazy there? Maybe.
Well, Brabus was a Mercedes-only brand for so long.
Right.
And then they started branching out into Range Rover and Porsche. Anything else or just Range Rover and Porsche?
So I know they make like that Turbo S build.
Yeah.
They did that Cactus Jack range.
So they were Mercedes only, and now they do Mercedes, Range Rover, and Porsche.
Is there anything else?
Range Rover and Porsche?
Can we ask our Brabus Rolls Royce?
They do Rolls
What do
Royce.
they make? What Brabus what? They make a Brabus Cully? Really? They make a G800 Cully? A little rocket?
Is that inside info?
Yeah.
Is that being released this week?
Are you allowed? Can I say that?
Oh.
Can I say that? I can? All right, so you got a Brabus Cully? I feel like that'd be kind of hard body.
So they've never done Ferrari, Lambo, like any of that stuff.
Right.
Mansory has made a version of just about everything. There's a Mansory Ford GT. There's a Mansory Bugatti Chiron, Bugatti Veyron. There's a Mansory Ferrari Enzo. There's a Mansory LaFerrari, I think. Maybe I'm off on that. But there's like a Mansory version of everything. Every car that comes out, Mansory's like, let's mess this up at least once.
Mansory's there. Whenever
Yes.
cars, even if it's crap, they'll put something together and have a build on it. Brabus is like, no. We're not going to touch that. We're going to stick to what we know. We're up here. Because again, I think Brabus has been around a lot longer than Mansory, and they've had the title of the king for a long time. So it's kind of like the way I look at it.
Mansory's been around a long time.
I'm not saying they haven't, but like when you think of that world,
Well, I think they served different purposes for so long. And I think now Brabus is trying to kind of go into that world a little more. They just haven't completely opened up. Like you just had, again, Brabus they made Mercedes.
right?
They They tuned Mercedes cars. That's really it. Added a little bit of this.
They take an original product and they build it aftermarket.
Even the body kits usually weren't that crazy. It was more about the tuning and making.
What do you mean the body kits weren't that crazy? Those rocket kits are crazy.
Bro,
spoiler, flares, grill, hood. Those things are crazy.
You look at like
Mansory is over the top.
You look
crazy.
at like a 2013 SL rocket. Pretty not that crazy.
I don't think I've ever seen a 2013 SL rocket. You might have to show me.
Because you didn't even know they existed back then.
No, I didn't. Because again, I'm not arguing with you, Brabus being a Mercedes manufacturer only. So like in that sense, yes, they don't do as much crazy stuff. But I think of the difference is Mansory, because of where their brand positioning is, has needed to try to do something like that, where Brabus doesn't need to. Brabus has built these crazy big position in the market off of just doing Mercedes. When they start branching out, Mansory's gonna be like, oh crap. I look at it as like 1016 versus Rift. Rift's out there trying everything.
Yeah.
296 kit, throw it on. Let's try it. Titanium exhaust on 720s, let's do it. Send it. Like Rift building exhausts now.
They've been building exhaust for a long time.
1016 ain't doing that. They don't need to.
Right. They know their lane.
Yeah, they know their lane. They do it well. Body kits and that's it. Rift's like, all right, we're going to have a little exhaust. We'll have some wheels. We'll do this. They're doing everything. Because
I can't find the old rocket right now, but
it's all right.
It was different. It was different. Mansory's been doing the crazy stuff forever because their market was the Middle East. Because the Middle East needs crazy stuff. That's what they're into. I mean, have you seen some of these?
Normal shit's not cool.
Have you seen that like Porsche Turbo S car in the Middle East? It's gone around. It's gone viral a couple times. I've seen on Instagram. The interior completely redone in like gold crocodile and like
I haven't seen it.
Green leather and then like tan Alcantara. It's like gold, green, and tan.
I haven't seen
like
it.
Metallic gold interior pieces.
It sounds like some Dubai.
Exactly. And like gold stitched, Arabic letters in the headrest and stuff like that. That's very Dubai.
Very Dubai.
Mansory, very Dubai. But now social media has made it worldwide.
Mainstream.
People in Miami are worried about being the one guy in Miami that has this car. And so Mansory kind of starts to creep in. It's like, oh, well, I can get a Mansory and be different. Think about, one of our friends that's texting us. He's like, well, there's already one of these in Miami. I don't want to be a second. Like, I want to be the only one.
Right.
They're trying to find like which body kit on which car. There's not another one in Miami, so I can stand out. That's the culture there.
Right.
So Mansory has heavily crept into that Miami world for that reason, to be the standout option.
Yeah, because there's a market for it there.
Exactly.
I'm curious to see what Brabus is going to do. Because I don't think Brabus is going to sit on the sidelines.
No.
They're not going to do that. So I'm curious what they do. They've been planning.
So we're on the Brabus party in Monterey, which is cool.
It's going to be very nice. We're going to a Koenigsegg party, stuff like that. It's going to be pretty fun. But again, our overall Monterey experience is just going to be meeting people, building relationships, having a good time, seeing some cool cars, talking to some cool people.
The biggest thing is last year we were just there and didn't do a whole lot because we didn't know much and didn't have nearly as many connections. This year we're going to Quail, we're going to Pebble Beach Concourse, we're hosting exotics on Broadway.
We're literally like how crazy is that?
We're going to a Brabus party, we're going to a Koenigsegg party. Like we're getting outside.
We're in the mix.
You know what I mean?
We're outside.
So like it's going to be a crazy. It's all going to happen very fast. We leave tomorrow morning. Jeez.
I just can't believe it. You haven't packed?
No. I just picked up my car from getting.
Is Meg back?
Cooked. Yeah.
Is she helping pack? No.
I'm about to go home and
just do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make her come and style me for every day.
I would say you need to. I got Lolo's deep in the packing scene. That's what she's doing right now.
I'm gonna be like, all right, these are my days, these are my events. Help me build my fits.
Build my thing out.
Yeah.
I think it's take a sentimental moment here. I think it's pretty crazy for us to like, we're sitting here, we're in the studio. It's crazy to think about how far we've come. We're gonna be the hosts of Exotics on Broadway. Bro, we sat on your couch with an iPhone and just talked on a camera. And now I'm going to be sitting up there with Christian von Koenigsegg. I'm going to rub his bald head for good luck.
Yeah.
And we started on your couch.
Yeah.
We're on the casting couch for all we know. Think about that.
I've thought about it. I've actually thought about it a lot recently because we started the dealership. Because
think about where we've come, bro.
What I've always wanted to do I've always wanted to be like an automotive content creator of some sort because I just wanted access to the automotive world and be in the mix and all that stuff. So be an automotive content creator of some sort and have an exotic dealership. Like those were always my dreams. Never did I really ever put them together. It was always like, these are what I want to do. And would, I'd love for one of them to happen. And so you look up today and they're like, we have them both. And so, yes, I've been thinking about that a lot. And it's just been, if I can just encourage anyone, I mean, it's just like there's a million people on the internet that are telling you to just like, go do what you want to do. There's a million people and you've heard it. I can say it to you again and be like, whatever you want to do, go and do it. Maybe this time is the time you actually listen because maybe you've followed our journey since we were sitting on a couch and you realize, oh, I guess anyone can kind of do this if they just go after it. Now, it hadn't been easy. We've been doing this almost 2 years now.
A lot of hours.
A lot of hours.
A lot of hours. A lot of sacrifice.
All of those reels edited.
Sacrifice.
And I haven't taken $1.
Everything's gone back. Everything's gone back into building.
Everything's gone back. So we are where we are. But obviously we've had to do things on the side because we've taken nothing from this business that we've built.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, that's part of building the foundation. You got to build the foundation. It's been a long time coming, but this is what I've always wanted to do. So it's been worth it. So go do it. It's not going to happen overnight. You've got to be committed. When we first talked about doing this, what did we say? Do you remember?
Like the actual podcast or you and I just teaming up together?
The podcast.
What did we say? Well, we first saw you were like, I came to your house and you're like, all right, I got an idea. And I was like, hit me. You're like, let's start SUPERCAR podcast. And I was like, all right, you want to be two white guys that go talk about cars on a podcast? I was like, that's stupid. I was like, scrap it. Give me the next one, Gavin. And you're like, no. Let's really lay it out. I think there's a market here for it. Gavin dove do his whole plan. He's like, all right, this happened and now there's a gap in the market. We got to fill it. We can do this. You're like this. I'm like this. We'll be a team. Boom. What did I miss anything or is there something that I missed?
What I was really going for was when we agreed to do it, we said that we agreed to commit to do it for a year.
Right. Yeah.
Before we
full-fledged.
Yes.
Full.
We said literally nothing could happen for a year.
And we have to be okay with that.
And then it could take off.
We have to be okay with it.
We have to be okay with it. We committed to like literally doing it for a year.
I do remember that now.
And I guess it was probably like 4 months before things started happening.
Yeah.
So for 4 months, we literally just did our thing.
That's it.
Literally did our thing.
You have to understand, even go back to what Gavin said, like just doing it. Everybody always tells you, start doing this. And it's very simple. But like what nobody does is there's the continued, like not coaching, but like when you start, you're going to sound terrible. You're going to hate everything that you produce. Like when I say you're going to hate it, like we were trying to watch the episodes back so we could improve. And there was a roadblock for me that I couldn't even watch it to improve because I was so embarrassed of what I thought I looked like and talked like. So I was like, I can't even get better because I had my own mental block. I had to get over that, listen to myself talk, be like, damn, that sounds stupid. And I was like, let me just keep refining myself slowly. So there's that roadblock of like, all right.
Look at you now.
Crazy, right?
How far have you come?
Have I come far or am I just more okay with myself now?
No, you've come a long ways.
You got to be okay with looking stupid. You got to be okay with everybody telling you that what you're doing is stupid.
Yes, 100%.
You have to. Like Gavin and I are literally sitting down talking about cars and everyone, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that are like the whole make podcast equipment like behind like a barrier. Like not everyone should have a podcast thing. But it goes down to the point where like we've built in my opinion, the largest supercar podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Is there another bigger supercar?
Yeah, I mean we're still we still like fill this gap in the market, I think.
There ain't another one. People have tried and people are trying, which any of you guys are watching, I appreciate the flattery, but it's one of those things. It's one of those things where there's a certain element where like you and I just doing this together, it works perfectly.
Also at this point, we're 2 years ahead. Like anyone starting today, we're 2 years ahead.
Yeah.
So
we're like Tesla.
That's tough.
Anybody who's making EVs now, don't even try.
I've seen a lot of people start something for a couple months and then stop because whatever.
Because so here's another thing too. It's the podcast like as a whole. Can you hear me? Is my mic off?
I can hear you.
You can? I think my headphones just cut out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think my headphones just cut out.
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you not like with my microphones.
Oh.
I don't know if my headphones just cut out or did this plug out. Sorry guys, we're having a little technical. My bad. You're good. They did just cut out though. I was wondering why all of a sudden something sounded crazy different and my headphones are completely out.
Yeah, I mean, that should be obvious.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't figure out if it was this or this, but
Can you hear
no,
now?
still nothing. Still nothing.
So, I'm just gonna go grab my bow and arrow. We're gonna go shoot the Cybertruck real quick.
Sorry guys, we're having technical difficulties. I'm sorry. Maybe it was me. Did I mess it up, Leo? I'm sorry. I don't know if I did. Is there like a plug-in on this thing? Let me see.
Can you hear? Is that one working?
Let me see. Yeah, this
Swap.
one's better. Thank you. Thank you very much, Leo. Sorry. No, you're good. All right. Sorry. Just make Destin do a little more editing work. I'm sorry, D. I'm sorry, Destin. I didn't mean to break it. I'm sorry. I'm sure that I'm the one that broke it. All right.
You look like you were just sitting there to me.
Yeah. I was sitting there and all of a sudden I started getting quieter. And I did you see what I went like just to make sure that it wasn't me being quieter. All right,
Yeah.
we're good. Back to what we were saying.
And I will say, I've seen people like start and fail and not necessarily fail, but start and give up is probably the better thing. Cause we could have stopped at 4 months right before things took off and said that we failed, but really we just gave up before, like that meme or the picture of the guy like digging. And there's there's like a diamond right on the other side of the wall, but he's like turns around and gives up right at that moment. But I think the other thing, there's the dynamic that we have, and we've loved cars forever, and we can just talk about random stuff. Sure, we're not always right. I was totally wrong a couple episodes ago about some Aston Martin stuff that I was saying, and I got roasted for it, and it is what it is.
Bro,
like
100%. You know how much dumb stuff I've said on this thing?
I don't fact check everything we talk about
Yeah.
before we sit down and just talk about cars for 2 hours. This
Right.
is not a scripted show, so it is what it is.
It's part of the fun of it.
Yeah, exactly. So anything we say, maybe double check it. Sometimes I'm 100% sure on things. Sometimes I'm 80 and I say it anyway. Just part of the game. But, I was also editing all the clips, and I think that's a big part of it because
It's a major part of it.
Because this was the content I loved and I consumed and was passionate about. So I knew what the market wanted. So I was creating content for myself. And I think there's a lot of people that don't do that, or they immediately hire other people to edit the content for them. And unless that person is just like certified car lover and great editor at the same time, and you're hiring them, you can't expect that to work out.
Nope, not at all.
You gotta be in control of your product.
I think that's why we work so well, is like the organicness. Like everybody who starts something similar now, they're starting it off the hype of us, They're doing it because they go, okay, we see a podcast vertical. Because what a lot of people don't realize, and I know a lot of people who are in content are now realizing this, is podcast is such a content farm if you do it correctly, but people don't understand how many hours go into it. It's also not just because there's content, you have to make the content useful, which Gavin is quite literally a mastermind at. We sit here and talk for almost 2 hours all the time, but not everybody can just take a clip from our podcast and make it blow up. There's a algorithm to make a clip work perfectly.
Or low-key plan a clip into the conversation. So we've talked about that before, is at the end of the day, this is the means. As much as I want our podcast to have 1 million listens, where we really make our money is the short content pulled from the episode.
Right.
So we have to put a focus on that. So literally, while we're having the conversation, I'm thinking about this topic could be a great clip for this. How can I set up that clip to make it easy to edit and have the hook and planned and everything like that? So then we can do it. We've had already this episode, probably 5 different things that could be good clips and will be good clips.
Easily. I think another thing too, people this is part of what I think people don't realize is the average podcast nowadays, for it to get an insane amount of views, it usually takes somebody's personal brand to be nuclear, because this is my belief, right? Maybe I'm wrong about this, but the average viewer's attention span, it's difficult to get even somebody to watch a 10-minute YouTube video and focus the entire time to be able to actually receive whatever they're watching, let alone watching an hour and a half of somebody talk about not even just a topic they like. It has to be that they like watching that person and what they talk about on top of liking the topic. People will watch Joe Rogan because he has a million different people on. He never talks about the same thing twice, or not twice, but he never talks about the same thing back-to-back episodes.
Yeah.
We're talking about cars at the end of the day. So not that we get repetitive, but sometimes you see certain things circulate pretty often because, again, it's cars.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan talks about everything. Mm-hmm. A lot of people watch it because of him, his style, the guests he has, and that's it. But to get somebody to watch 3 hours of a podcast, it becomes, sometimes most people, the views on Joe Rogan, it's not even attentive views. It's just on.
Yeah.
And it's playing in the background. Mm-hmm. So like we know everyone that listens to this and like a lot of the active listeners, the fact that we have people that are engaged with it for an hour and a half, that's such an accomplishment to have a human being in 25 be able to watch an hour and a half podcast and go at hour 1 minute 26, you said this. I'm like, you were tapped in that long? People's attention spans aren't like that today's day. That's why short content performs so well.
Yeah, that it's just easier to consume. Yeah, it's much less of a commitment. Can I correct myself from the other episode?
Go ahead. I know it's eating you alive.
It is.
Gavin, I'm gonna give Gavin the floor on this one, guys.
No, just real quick. I gotta just set the record straight. Right. I said that you could turbo upgrade an Aston Martin Vantage and turn it into like the Aston Martin Vantage Black Series. Okay, because the only difference was the turbos. Now that was mostly incorrect. Really, what it is the I knew that like the Aston Martin and the AMG GT do have a very slightly different engine. So the Aston Martin has the engine that like the C63 has and all of the other 63 AMGs. That's what the Aston Martin has. The AMG GTs have like slightly their own version of that engine. Okay. It's like M177 versus M178, I think.
Okay.
And then the DBX 707 has the Black Series turbos.
Got it.
So the DBX 707 has the same engine as the Vantage and the DBX, but it got the bigger turbos from the Black Series. But the Black Series has a flat plane crank V8. It's got like its own uniquely tuned engine.
Got it.
So that's the thing. The Black Series has its own engine. It's nothing like the engine in the Vantage. So putting the Black Series turbos on the Vantage doesn't really make it like the Black Series. It really just makes it a Vantage 707.
Okay.
Which it's the Black Series turbos on the Vantage, which is what the DBX is. So the trouble you run into is the transmission on the Vantages. It's the ZF transmission, the same as the like what comes on the M4s and M3s today.
Oh, can it hold that?
It's rated up to like 700 horsepower and 500, like high 500 torque. So, I think you need a transmission tune to make it work. But if you wanted to go high horsepower, you would need to do some transmission work.
Got it.
Where all the AMG GTs have a dual clutch, AMG dual clutch. So the AMG GT I've learned is a much better car than the Vantage. But
you feel good that you got that correction out?
I still want a Vantage because it's an Aston Martin and it's cool. And doing a twin turbo on it and having 700 horsepower in the Vantage, I think is still a pretty sick car.
Heck yeah, it is. You feel good about that?
I feel better.
Shame on all you for bullying Gavin in the comments section, for getting him to do that right now.
No, I earned it.
I've had to add a worse
I earned
than
it.
that.
But I said the thing about the Viper ACR, and someone was like, wow, he actually got all of it right. And I was like,
elite ball knowledge. Elite ball knowledge.
So I'm not always wrong.
No, that was elite ball knowledge.
I'm actually rarely wrong, but
yeah, somebody wrote like a 2-paragraph essay comment on Gavin's Viper ACR ball knowledge. This girl's so crazy.
Shout out, appreciate it, appreciate the love. Yeah, highly contested in the Viper world.
It's just because again, it's like one of those attention to detail things. And it's one of those you got to know. You also have to kind of care enough to even know about that. Like, where did you even hear that?
I honestly don't remember.
It's just there. There's a
I
file
don't remember.
that's there.
I saw it at some point. Who knows why? It was years ago. Literally, like I was talking to you and our friend about it, who were telling him about the car, and I'm like looking at the market. I'm looking at the cars, and it's like in the back of my mind, I just remembered. I was like, there was something weird about the ACR and the GTS, and how sometimes it's an option and sometimes it's like the trim. And so I then Googled and went down the rabbit hole because I remembered reading about it one time years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like I remembered exactly how it was that point. I was just like, I remember it was something about like it could be an option or a trim level. And the trim level is, more valuable because it's on the VIN. And then I like had to look up the specifics. So when I saw it, why I saw it, I can't remember. It was literally years ago.
Segwaying, what's your boldest prediction for Monterey Car Week this year?
Jeez, who knows? I forgot someone. Oh, well, there's a new Lambo rebodied Revuelto coming out. Limited run, I think like 30 cars, something like that.
Oh, that's it?
Yes, it's like it was very small.
Oh, so it's not like the S version.
It's not like the S version.
Oh,
no, it's rebodied, like a Scion or a Centenario. Yes.
Oh, bro, I thought we were gonna get an S reveal.
No. Rebodied Revuelto. We're not getting something like that for a minute. The S is usually like the mid-cycle refresh. This car's gonna be out 4 years before you get a Revuelto S.
I guess that's fair.
But we're getting the first rebodied, probably gonna be $2 million Revuelto.
Yay. Damn it. I was low-key excited to see like the next level of Revuelto on the lawn in Quail.
Sorry.
Whatever. No, it's fine.
This is probably going to look crazier. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, but like,
I don't know. I'm always a fan of those cars because I know it's just a like low-key a body kit at the end of the day. But when the Reventon came out, which is rebodied Mercy, the Reventon was so sick. It's literally designed after a fighter jet. They only made 20 coupes, 20 roadsters.
Which we might drive this year.
Maybe 40 roadsters. Can't exactly remember. Someone fact check that one. We might get to drive one. That would be sick. That would be like truly just
next level.
That would be next level. That would be like, wow.
Might get to do it. A good friend of ours.
You know how many people get to drive that car?
How many people? 60?
Not a lot. Not a lot. Most of those are sitting in collections.
One of our friends is flying theirs out from England. I think it's here now.
It's here.
Yeah, because they leave tomorrow. So they're driving it up. They're driving the Reventon from LA to Monterey, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be able to drive it. I'm going to make it happen.
I think so eventually.
I'll push it.
Even if it's not this weekend, eventually.
I'll make it happen. I'll push it. Because I think that was part of my, everyone knows here, I'm a big bargain. I like negotiating. I'm like, it's a give a little, give a little take.
For sure.
So I'm going to, a part of whatever deal we make with them, I'm going to make it. Gavin, I have to drive the Reventon.
Then for the rebodied Aventadors, you have all the rebodied Aventadors they made. Centenario.
Veneno.
Oh, Veneno. The OG.
Yeah.
Like the Veneno?
That's top tier.
I know, but imagine if we get that for the Revuelto.
Okay, that's fair.
So Veneno, Centenario, Scion, and Countach.
Yeah.
The throwback Countach.
The Countach does not get enough love.
All four of those cars are sick cars.
Sick
cars.
That's a car's gonna have love.
And we're gonna get the Revuelto version of that at Cars and Coffee or at Quail. My question is, between the four rebodied Aventadors, what's the best one?
Countach.
Really?
Okay,
you
wait,
take that?
hold on. Best one in what arena? Overall?
What would you take?
Like, what would I personally own?
Yeah.
Countach.
Really?
Yeah.
Over the Veneno?
I like it. The new Countach, I do like it a lot.
Veneno or Veneno?
Veneno.
Okay. Definitely Centenario's last place.
Easily.
I don't know. Maybe Scion.
See,
the Scion looks too much like the Revuelto.
So I think the Centenario just looks the most out of place. Like it's just like they were trying to put something together and it just didn't quite hit.
But is it also kind of ugly? I don't know.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like it just doesn't. It looks. It looks kind of fat. Like it looks like the Aventador put some weight on it, and I'm not for that. I like my Aventador with the snatch waist curves. So for me, I would put Centenario last, Scion third. I just blanked right now. Veneno second, Countach first.
Okay.
That's my 4.
I love the Countach, but I got to put Veneno at the top.
That's fair.
Veneno is what Mansory wishes they were.
Yeah.
Lamborghini was like, hey, Mansory, we're going to show you how it's done. Put out the Veneno. That car is incredible.
It is awesome.
There's quite a few more there's only 4 coupes, but there's like 20 roadsters.
Other Venenos?
Yeah. And I can't remember the name, but there's like an SC10, maybe, that might be it. That was like a one-off Aventador rebody. So elite ball knowledge for the people. Someone check out if it's the SC10. I can't remember. There's literally one, and it's like been shown in public twice. Something
crazy.
Yeah. It was like, the one-offs. Ferrari does a lot more of the one-offs. They have their one-off program.
Yeah.
If you're super duper client.
Yeah, you're one of those just...
Lamborghini's done it one time, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe a handful of times.
Nothing too crazy. Yeah. I just hope we get something new, but not like for example, how to describe it. Like, I know we're going to see the Temerario in close in person, but I've already seen it. I've been in it. It's whatever. Mm-hmm. It's not anything crazy. I want to see, and I guess this is more relatively to us.
We see F80.
That one I'm excited to. I'm excited to see that in the F80 because, again, I don't like the way it looks. I still think it looks like a Lego car, so I'm excited.
But in person, it might be hot.
That's why I'm excited. I'm going to give it a fair shot.
I'm still going to hate on the V6 because it's Hypercar, but it might be hot.
I'm gonna give it a fair shot.
Having the V6,
I'm gonna give it a fair shot.
I want to see the Valhalla as well.
That I'm excited for.
Sorry, I'm.
No, you're good.
Keep going.
No, you're good. You're good. It's partly so like when you talk about seeing a rebodied Revuelto, it's great. It's cool. They're gonna make 30. Yay. That's just for me right now. I want to see something that I could go.
I could get that.
I could get that exactly. The rebodied Revuelto. Could I eventually get it? Sure, but is it like in the next 12 months?
More so just checking it off the list.
Exactly.
It's like, for me, it's like that car, it's going to be unveiled. The next chance of actually like seeing one, it's always cool to see something new in person because everything in person looks different.
Sorry.
So that car it's going to be unveiled, and then actually seeing one in person, like very few people ever will. I've still never seen a Veneno in person.
I don't think I have either, no.
I've seen a Centenario, I've seen a Sion, I've seen a Countach, I've never seen a Veneno. So, like, this could be like that. Like, I could look up 10 years from now and go, I've never seen that car in person again, other than when it was unveiled at Quail.
That's fair.
Which is kind of cool.
That's very fair. I had a brain moment right now.
Yeah, brain blast.
It's actually a throat. We talked about kind of like our lineage or where we came from and stuff like that. Whatever happened, dude, one of our first episodes was talking about a post Monterey Car Week. It was post 2023 Monterey Car Week, if I'm not mistaken. And Lamborghini decided to do this Lanzador unveiling.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, they said that was going to be a 2026 production run.
I thought 2028.
I don't remember if it was 26 or 28. It was.
I'm pretty sure
in 23.
I think it was 28.
It was something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because in the clip, I make fun of it and I go, "Hey guys, here's a car 3 years from now, but we're going to show it to you right now." We'll look it up and we'll see 26 or 28. Whatever happened to that?
Oh, they're not going to.
They're going to scrap that. Probably. So again, our clip where I called that the biggest BS debut stamped time.
Our editor just remade that clip. That's why it's on.
That's why it's popping. Yeah, because Marco sends me the clips now, so I'm looking through and I just watched that clip and I was like, whatever happened to this? Because I called it. I was like, they just threw something together to have at Quail, and everyone was like, nah, blah blah blah. They threw something together to have at Quail. That car's never coming out.
Yeah, well, I think electric cars were.
Was it electric
back then? Yeah,
it was. It was a 4-door sedan electric. I don't remember if it was electric or not.
I think electric cars were hotter back then than they are now.
They were way hotter back then. They were quite literally. That was like when they were starting to ramp up.
Do you have any bold predictions? You asked me if I had bold predictions. Do you have a bold prediction for Car Week?
Of what's going to happen? Or what we're going to see? Just anything?
Yeah.
I think we're going to see something unexpected. I can't tell you what. My biggest thing, and that's if, like, for example, if anybody wondering how JGM is dictating his Car Week success, if I see a 01X and if I get to smell the seat on it, that's all I want.
Perfect.
That's it. Of a launch edition. I want to see a launch edition.
With the split seat?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
That is the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Joe needs split seat.
Yes. You know that doesn't look hot?
Split seat?
Having a driver's seat just red. It's kind of like the Widowmaker spec on the 765 LT when it has just the one red center seat. Hot. I think that's hot.
Yeah, that's a very you thing.
a one-off seat thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a hot
Split
dynamic.
seats.
It's a hot dynamic.
Maybe for some.
Okay, that's fair. Whatever.
Yeah. That's a taste thing.
If I see one of those, car week made.
Yeah.
Everything will be worth it.
I'm more of a plaid center seat inserts kind of guy, you know?
One of our friends just added plaid inserts.
A lot of people do that.
I don't know, man.
It's a heritage. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie.
You do?
Yeah.
I respect it.
I'm in the plaid and the houndstooth centers as well. I can get behind.
Yeah. You guys and your flat sixes. You guys can go hang out over there with your plaid seats and your flat sixes. You can have a good old time over there. I want nothing to do with you guys. I just think Car Week's going to be one of those weeks where there's going to be a lot to anticipate. As long as we see something cool, I'm going to be excited, because I think what people don't realize about Car Week, and we've talked about this before, it's not just seeing what you never get to see. It's seeing it in action. Like, we're seeing cars drive. That's part. Like, if you ever think about why should I go to Car Week, it's not just seeing it. You're seeing it in a way you've never seen it before. Like, we saw what was the car last year? Like, was it a Vector or something like that? Mm-hmm. Like, we see a car like that, you see it driving. So all of a sudden,
it's a museum car.
Exactly. There's two perspectives for any car. There's a standstill and there's a rolling. Don't underestimate a rolling of some of these cars that you've never seen before.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden,
it's way better.
You're quite literally seeing an angle of a car that you never get to see.
Well, it's like going to the zoo or going to the safari.
Exactly.
Safari's always going to be better.
Yes. I want to go up and I want the elephant to be able to kill me. It's kind of what I want to have that feeling.
You don't want it to be stuck behind the wall?
No, not at all. Because it's not doing anything. It's just laying there. Whereas this thing's charging at me. That's why I want to be able to drive next to it and go
It doesn't have a concrete wall and a door behind it. It's got
it's out and about.
The planes.
Stretching its legs.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Car Week, I think, is still good. It's going to be a great time. We're just active now.
Yeah, it's going to be so much better than last year, because we're going to be, and we're staying close. Last year we were like an hour away, pushing in and out every day, and that was tough.
Yeah, we're in the mix this time. And we're like in a content house too, so it's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. We're going to develop some of the bigger relationships that we have, continue to build on them. We're actually staying with like a bunch of friends, which is going to be nice, stuff like that. So be ready for a lot of content to come from us and stuff like that. It's going to be nice.
It's going to be cool. And by the time you're listening to this, it'll all be over. So you'll see how many things we got right.
If you guys are watching this right now, you're listening to me talk, we have a lot of guests lined up. So again, afterward, we'll be able to say who actually solidified and we filmed with. Because the biggest thing is, like, trying to make Car Week episodes happen is a lot easier said than done, because there's a lot of things going on, a lot of people getting pulled in which direction.
Even us, we barely have any downtime.
What's it? We have like a day of downtime where there's a lot of downtime, but we know that downtime is going to go.
I can think of like 2 legitimate windows of time we're going to have.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Friday's cooked.
Friday's 100% cooked.
Like all the way cooked.
From 9 a.m. to midnight, cooked. 100%.
Saturday night is available, but then it's like.
But we're probably going to end up somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like Sunday morning or sometime Thursday. That's what we have.
That's it. It's like, that's quite literally it.
Like Thursday midday or maybe Sunday morning.
Exactly. And then maybe some on the fly stuff if we can figure out what we have to do and stuff like that.
Exactly.
We have some good potential guests lined up and stuff like that. But of course, everybody who doesn't get a shot will eventually make their way on here. But it's just you get a melting pot. I think what I'm seeing this year is it's a bigger melting pot for some of the bigger influencers than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, a lot of people are hopping on the Car Week train.
Yeah, we're also like, we're in this, we got added into this owners group chat that I don't even understand what's happening.
There's so many people.
It is a melting pot of people. There's a 300-person group chat called Car Week Owners, and it's just a melting pot of people. Mm-hmm. And you have everybody. You have people like us. You got your 60-year-old guys. You got TJR. Like, there's Brez in there. Like, it is random as random can be.
You got the guy with the collection of like 10 hypercars. Yeah. The whole 9.
Yep, and then you got another guy.
Like, we're doing a hypercar drive, we're doing a Lambo drive, we're doing that. Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff. So I think it's going to be a bigger melting pot this year than it ever has been. Which, again, because it's just a scale of, I think Monterey Car Week is a continued scale of like dollar bills.
Sure.
So I think it's a bigger melting pot because you have a lot of younger kids that have entered that realm. Like, think of the CCS boys. Like, they're the younger crowd and they're pushing up with Conisec. Like, it's going to be an interesting dynamic. I'm very much looking forward to it.
I'm excited for it.
So am I.
Well, you'll hear all about it in 2 weeks.
Stay tuned, baby.
We're out.